What is up, guys? It has been a cool minute since I've done a video. It's been really busy at work with the holiday season finally coming to an end, and with the Olympics. It's time I get started with another motor vlog. It's a cool bike. But yeah, so some stuff happened. I did a photo shoot with the Keeping Up with the Bavarians Instagram page. So those pictures should be coming out very soon. I just gotta get around to doing them, because again, that takes a lot of time. So when they come out, then you'll be the first ones to see it. Believe it or not, today is actually Valentine's Day. And I was going to do something, but I decided to work instead because, well, work pays bills, and I have quite a few bills to pay. Well, not a lot of bills, just, it's a bit pricey. So I gotta work a couple extra hours to make sure things are even. But in the meantime, no idea where this dude's going. But in the meantime, I'm going to be like I said, I'm going to be editing those pictures, post up on Instagram, my Facebook page, just get the whole photography thing back up again, because like I said, I haven't done it in quite some time, and when I did it a couple of days ago, it was really fun. That right there just reminded me why I picked up photography in the first place. It's so fun taking pictures of sorry, I got a little distracted there. Taking pictures of models, cars, meeting new people. It's a fun social thing. I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to editing them as soon as I get the okay from my friend / client. And he said he's going to email me the which files he wants me to edit, so that way I don't have to do a whole bunch of guesswork, because the last thing you want is for you to edit a picture that took you, I don't know, hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on how much detail you put into it, and then the owner ended up not liking it. So it's best to get his feedback in, and tell you which ones not to edit. Oh man, it's so nice to be on a bike, even though I'm not really much of a night rider, unless I'm coming home from work. But it's nice to see the city in a different light, so to speak, and get a different perspective on stuff. Let's see what else is going on. I haven't really got a chance to get out and make a video in a cool minute. I only had 2 videos up so far, so I need to definitely to work on that and make this more active, because some advice that I got from a friend of mine told me that I need to start making videos at least once a week. It gives the audience the idea that, oh, okay, he's still around, he's not just popping up and just leaving. Got a Hawthorne Municipal Airport. A lot of private planes fly through here. Private and some small commercial. I mean, you're not gonna see anything bigger than than an Ember 7175 over here. But as you can see, I'm not sure you guys can see that. See a bunch of smaller planes over there. Pretty cool. Got your props, got your turboprops, got your Cessnas and whatnot. There's a whole lot going on over there. Go take an Instagram pic real quick. Gotta let people know that, you know, I'm still around, still alive, still being awesome. There's way more light over here. There's trash everywhere. Do they not clean this up? Wow, he just dropped that. All right. Sweet. Man, I am hungry. But it's like 10:40. It's like nothing open right now. I'm gonna grab some grub real quick and I'll be right back. So yeah, not sure if you caught that, which obviously you didn't, but they're closed. So we're gonna go somewhere else to get some grub. I guess I could tell you guys now. I wanted to say this till later, but I'm almost done paying off this bike. So by the end of this year, if not maybe like early next year, I have a clean slate. Now, having that said, I do have a couple of, you know, things with that. One, I don't necessarily want to get rid of this bike because I really love this bike. It's, you know, it's comfortable, it's good on gas, it's cheap to insure, you know, maintenance is relatively low on this thing. I don't know yet if I can get a good deal on, you know, on new bikes, you know, by trading this in, or if not, I can just get a good deal from, you know, cutting some, you know, trying to get a bargain from the dealership. Then maybe I can do that instead. You know, have a bike. Wow, that's bumpy. Have a bike that's like, you know, more suited for around town like this, and then have another bike, you know, like for the weekend. You know, I can just, you know, have a little bit of fun. You know, when I go hang out with the guys, you know, I can say like, hey, you want to do something, and you know, I have the bike to do that. I'm just saying that these different bikes that, you know, that I've looked into doing research, you know, they, you know, cover more areas that this bike, you know, kind of lacks in. And the main thing that I, you know, have struggling with sometimes is just power. It's just that simple. Sometimes where, you know, you try to get onto the freeway and, you know, you have to bang through the gears with this thing to, you know, get up to speed. And then there's the gearing. The gearing on this bike is very short. So I'm like doing, well, I can't really tell which RPM I'm at because I don't have a tachometer on here. But I know this engine gets kind of buzzy, you know, when you're at 65, 70 miles an hour. And to me, that feels a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, I know it's fine, it can handle that, it's designed to do that, but it's just like, you know, going past 70 miles an hour in this thing is like, and that's pretty much all she got, you know, is you're kind of like at its limit. I mean, it'll go faster. I've taken this thing up to 90 miles an hour, and it didn't like it. It did not like it very much. I looked up 3 bikes. The first bike is that new Suzuki GSX X, or I'm sorry, the GS X S 750. I don't want to give him a complicated ass name. It's like 7,500 MSRP. The engine actually based off of 2005 Gixxer 750, and that bike has most of its power is at the top, so it's more controllable. It's a naked bike, like I said. It's so you're gonna sit upright. The ergonomics is probably a little bit more aggressive than your typical cruiser, but it's still not going to be to the point where it's uncomfortable. So, but I haven't sat on the bike yet. I might check it out tomorrow. We'll see. But that's my first choice. It's inexpensive. It's it looks easy to ride. It doesn't have any fancy modes like like traction control or anything like that, but I think it does have ABS. Not saying that ABS is a lifesaver, because you can still have a pretty messed up day if surface conditions aren't still ideal for the tires and the speed that you're going and all these other variables, and sometimes things happen, and there's really nothing you can do about it. If it happens, it happens. You just gotta do the best you can, and in recovering, and why is this person so slow? Now, my second bike that I was looking into is a cruiser, and that's the Indian Scout Bobber. Now, me sticking with the cruiser, bike riding style, and just the ergonomics is pretty good. I sat on that bike before, and I like that one very much. I didn't get a chance to test ride it, but it did have some pretty impressive specs. It makes 100 horsepower. It's liquid cooled. It's a 6-speed, and it actually weighs less than this thing. I think the Indian Scout's like 520 pounds, and this is like 550, believe it or not. So got a lighter bike, more agile frame, more power. Got that 6-speed, which I so wish this thing had, because I think that one starts at 11 grand, which for that money you could get a Harley Davidson 48, and that's a 1200 cc. But although that's a good looking bike, I really think that this Indian Scout Bobber will outperform that. My third and final choice, which is the bike that pretty much started it all, the bike that I probably shouldn't have got in the first place, but because my dumbass ended up wrecking it, which still hurts me to this day that I wrecked such a beautiful bike. It's just like, it doesn't make no sense why I would choose this as a replacement for this or as a second bike, but it's the FZ09. Yeah, there, I said it. It's Yamaha latest edition of the FZ09, or MT09 as the 2018s, and across the pond is being called. So with this newer version, it has traction control, ABS, different power modes, A mode, standard mode, and B mode. There's Del Taco. I'm over here, so I might have to do a U-turn. It's just a little bit more refined. They, improved the front suspension, the rear suspension. They improved the lighting. To have a bike that has LED lights, that has projector LED lights, so they're already focused. They're not scattering light like my light is, and so it's already, tuned correctly from the factory. Plus LED lights, they last longer. They're brighter, obviously, and it's just you know, you gotta have it. I don't understand why, you know, bikes these days, well, actually a lot of them do now, but there are some bikes still, you know, brand new bikes, you know, fresh from the factory, that don't have LED lights. It's either it doesn't come with it or it's an option. But you know, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, well, I guess if you want to, you know, reduce cost and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know, why would you not want to upgrade to the LED, or, you know, like a day maker headlight conversion or whatever. You know, just make your nighttime visibility, you know, better, so you can, like, you know, see things better, further, you know, wider. It just makes sense, you know. So, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. Anyway, I just want to make a short little update video. You can like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon at the you know, on the right. You guys take it easy. Have a good one. I'm about to get some grub at Del Taco because, you know, it's the only place that's open at this hour. And yeah, deuces, pieces, whatever motor vloggers say in the video. I don't got time for that. Peace.